Molan Martin Lalji, also known as Flex and Mad Max, of Latente St. David, died on Wednesday, December 1st, 2021, at the age of 42. He was the brother of Vanessa, Kikianne, Maurisa, Rosianne, Ian, Andy, Craig, Nazim Lalji and Ashtel George, godfather of Kalisha Mason, uncle of Kimron, Alicia, Niam Lalji, Siobhan Fletcher and Ovante Pear, nephew of many including Violet John, grand-uncle of many including Jordan Lalji, cousin of many including Ernest John, brother-in-law of Wayne Celestine, Wendell Etienne and Curtis Ashton. Other relatives and friends including Joan Edwards in the UK, teacher Joan Joseph, Mrs. Marlene Neptune, Neva Andrews, Shirlene Fletcher and family, Rose Moraine, the boys on the block at Latente Junction, and loved ones and neighbours too numerous to mention. The funeral service and interment of the late Molan Martin Lalji, also known as Flex and Mad Max, of Latente St. David, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. William Kingston Mitchell of Grandon St. George passed away on Saturday, 4th December 2021, at the age of 68. He was the husband of Bernadette Mitchell, son of Sybil Mitchell, father of Charleston, Ryan, Jenny and Leston in Trinidad, grandfather of 5, great-grandfather of 1, brother of Joseph Cato in England and Unita in the USA, nephew of Pearl Braffett, son-in-law of Rita and Twine, uncle of many including Marcia in Tortola, Siobhan Brown and Royce, brother-in-law of Kim Mitchell and Yvonne Jones, many cousins, other relatives and close friends including Joy Elias and family, Martin and Colin Simmons, the Phillip family of Belmont, Bosco and cousin Anwil, the Mitchell family of Cafe and Caliste, the Antwine family of St. David, Kelvin Howell and family, Philomena and family, Dr. Spencer and Irvington Gibbs, Lydia and Finbar Byam, Rondell and family, the Barrott family, Megas and the boys, members of the South Stars Steel Orchestra, and friends and neighbours in Trinidad, Brooklyn, the Limes, Grandons and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late William Kingston Mitchell of Grandon St. George will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Nita Elizabeth Walters, née Greenwich, affectionately known as Dimples of Windsor Forest, St. David, who resided in Trinidad, passed away on Saturday, 11th December 2021, at the age of 83. Left to mourn are her children David Greenwich in Grenada, Lennox, Michael, Karen, Suzanne Walters, and Nerissa Cordner, all in Trinidad. Stepson Aaron Moore in the USA. 16 grandchildren and 19 great-grands in Grenada and Trinidad. Sister of Agnes Sajas in the USA, Denise DeCoto, Lawrence Greenwich, also known as Dick, Randolph Greenwich, also known as Prese, and Dominic Greenwich in Grenada, Thomas Greenwich in England, and Lincoln and Rudolph Greenwich in Trinidad. Many nieces and nephews in Grenada, Trinidad, the USA, Canada, and England. Brothers-in-law Reginald DeCoto and Alvin Aline. Sisters-in-law Amelia, Yvonne Greenwich, and Donna Howe. Many relatives, close and dear friends, including Jean Samuel in Grenada and Calvin Joseph in the USA, the Greenwich, Walters, Boot, Telesford, Mackenzie, Mitchell, Jeffrey, Williams, Lee, Quashie and McNichol families, and friends and neighbours of Windsor Forest, St. David, and in Trinidad. The funeral of the late Nita Elizabeth Walters, née Greenwich, affectionately known as Dimples, of Windsor Forest, St. David, who resided in Trinidad, will take place in Trinidad. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Monica Charles, also known as Moons or Monique, of Harford Village, St. Andrew, died on December 14, 2021, at the age of 86. Monica will be lovingly remembered by her brother-in-law Dennis Paul and her many children, including Norris, Adrian, Thomas, Derek, Laura, Cheryl, Geneva, Anne-Marie, Anne-Gail, Rhonda and Tamika. Daughters-in-law Kathleen and Laurel. She is also survived by many grandchildren, including Kellen, Kenda, Marcel, Evina, Karima, Kenisha, Kimon, Kawana, and Cameron. Great-grandchildren including Caden, Nathan, Keun, Kevin, Limon, Ebony, Nicholas, Justin, Thalia, and Tristan. Other relatives and friends including the Charles and Hall families of Pomeroy St. David, the Douglas and St. Clair families of Harford Village, the Rennie family of Ford, the Walcott family of Ladigue, and friends and neighbours of Harford Village and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Monica Charles, also known as Moons or Monic, of Harford Village St. Andrew, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Alma Elizabeth Thomas née Bowler of Grand Bras St. Andrew, who resided at Ballast Ground St. George and Mirabeau St. Andrew, passed away on Friday 10th December 2021 at the age of 85. She was the mother of Monica Alexander, Aaron Thomas, also known as Revo, Bertrand Thomas, also known as Parrot, and Terence Thomas, grandmother of Tricia McIntosh, Michelle, Lauren, Donald, Kimberly Thomas, Bintha, Trina, Terene, and Terrick, great-grandmother of 6, sister of Brenda Bowler, mother-in-law of Michelle Thomas and Paula John, sister-in-law of O'Brien Cethel, grandmother-in-law of 4, aunt of many including Mervyn, Udine, Carlton, Carlin Thomas, Myra, Roslyn, and Deborah. Other close relatives and friends including Delly and Ronald Jessamy, Dorothy Paris, Mr. and Mrs. Randolph Cape, the Bowler, Thomas, Nanku, and Ringham families, the pastor and members of the Mirabeau Seventh-day Adventist Church, and friends and neighbours of Grand Bras, Ballast Ground, and Mirabeau. The funeral service for the late Alma Elizabeth Thomas née Bowler of Grand Bras St. Andrew, who resided at Ballast Ground St. George and Mirabeau St. Andrew, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Jimmy John, also known as Kiki or Is True, of New Hampshire St. George, died on Monday, December 6, 2021, at the age of 62. Left to cherish his memory are his beloved mother, Sybil Roberts, his only daughter, Keishelle Anderson, 6 sisters and 5 brothers, Marion, Cheryl, Donomy, Margaret, Odette, Venice, Dominic, Michael, Danny, Wilmac, and Derek. Grandson, Ethan Lewis. Aunts, Yvette, Molly, Wilma, Joyce, and Irene. Uncles, Jerome Telesford, Saga, and Rupert. Sister-in-law, Dr. Roxanne Roberts. Many nieces and nephews, including Basil Williams, Wintley, Cornell, Rommel, Randall, Trammell, Emil, and Tyree. Other relatives and friends too numerous to mention. The funeral service and interment of the late Jimmy John, also known as Kiki or Is True, of New Hampshire St. George, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Maud Jones George of Brazan, who resided at Happy Hill St. George, retired preschool teacher, passed away on Saturday, 27th November 2021, at the age of 66. She was the mother of Tasha Jones Gooding, Kenny, Valentine and Valda Jones, and Valencia Thomas, grandmother of Kellyanne, Kendi, Cassie, Aaliyah, Kenisha, Kamari, and Rayshard Jones, and Benaiah Thomas, great-grandmother of Raiden Jones, sister of Joseph Jones, also known as Pisty, and Osford Jones, also known as Power in the USA, Cuthbert Jones, also known as Shaky, and Edris Tompkin, niece of Carol Harford and Edward Graves in England, aunt of Glenn Tompkin James, Deborah Gibbs, Judy Ann Tompkin, Janelle, Chantel, Junior and Anthony Jones in the USA, Collins Charles in England, Tyrone Charles, and Marlon Tompkin. Mother-in-law of Kellen Gooding, Rachel Jones, Melissa Phillip, and Glenn Mapp. Sister-in-law of Anne and Deborah Jones in the USA. Many other relatives and friends including teacher Ina, Crystal Batiste, Lydia Gittins, Arlene, Mosika and Twine, Ova and Clayton Telesford and family, the priest, parishioners and members of the Uganda Martyrs Catholic Church prayer group, the Jones and Joseph families of Brazan, the Mitchell family of Brazan and Happy Hill, the Charles, Sandy and Jones families of Happy Hill, the McBurney family of Willis, the George and Bernard families of St. David, and friends and neighbours of Brazan and Happy Hill St. George. The funeral of the late Maud Jones George of Brazan, who resided at Happy Hill St. George, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Reginald Daniel Howell, also known as Police, of Florida St. John, who resided at Mount Rich St. Patrick, passed away on Saturday, 4th December 2021, at the age of 50. He was the son of Lucy, also known as Claire, and Ralston, also known as Bing Howell, father of Nikisha Glean and Miguel Gibbs, grandfather of 4, brother of Lisa, Kelly and Garvin Howell in Grenada, Kevin, also known as Old Motto, and Latoya Howell in the United Kingdom, nephew of Mona, Jean and Pauline Charles, Rolda Clark, Hildarine Benjamin Ryan, Selma Benjamin, Nell Howell, Sam Southwell, Leroy Benjamin and Dalton Sebastian, uncle of 13, granduncle of 4, brother-in-law of Cherry Ann Howell in the UK. Many other relatives and friends including Rosemary Levine, Milford Packett, Joseph Granger, Bod and Daniel Alexander, the Howell and Benjamin families in Antigua, the Charles family of Florida, and family and friends of Florida, Mount Rich, and surrounding areas, friends in Antigua, Canada, the USA, St. Croix, and France. The funeral service for the late Reginald Daniel Howell, also known as Police of Florida St. John, who resided at Mount Rich St. Patrick, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Teresa Velda Fleury, also known as Mama, and Velda Alexis, of Prospect Hall, Carriacou, passed away on Tuesday, 7th December 2021, at the age of 80. The funeral arrangements for the late Teresa Velda Fleury, also known as Mama, and Velda Alexis of Prospect Hall, Carriacou, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. James Aldwin Mitchell, also known as Coot and Brother Mitch, of Happy Hill, who resided at Tempe St. George, passed away on Wednesday, 8th December 2021, at the age of 73. The funeral arrangements for the late James Aldwin Mitchell, also known as Coot and Brother Mitch, of Happy Hill, who resided at Tempe St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Clarice Alexander, also known as Claro, of Mount Horn St. Andrew, a well-known market vendor at Grenville, passed away on Friday, 3rd December 2021, at the age of 81. The funeral arrangements for the late Clarice Alexander, also known as Claro, of Mount Horn St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Deborah Pearline Nayak, also known as Maisy and Nayo, of Dunfermline, who resided at Mirabeau St. Andrew, passed away on Tuesday, 23rd November 2021, at the age of 51. The funeral arrangements for the late Deborah Pearline Nayak, also known as Maisy and Nayo of Dunfermline, who resided at Mirabeau St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Bernadette Rona Superville of New Hampshire St. George, resided in Canada, passed away on Monday, 22nd November. The funeral of the late Bernadette Rona Superville of New Hampshire St. George, who resided in Canada, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Lockwell Brothers Funeral Home.
The management and staff of MTV extend deepest condolences to those of you whose loved ones have passed on. Thanks for watching.
The Bible, this book, familiar to every person on the face of the earth today, gives us directions for our life. When death comes, there is great sorrow to the family and friends and loved ones of the one that has passed on. But if we put our trust in the Lord Jesus Christ and we follow the instructions of this book, we know we will meet again. We don't take it lightly. We don't take it for granted. There must be a decision, because without a decision, the decision is made to be separated from God. So put your trust in the Lord. Believe. The thief on the cross said, Lord, consider me. And Jesus said, today you would be with me, this very hour. And they died together. So put your trust in the Lord, and God bless you during your time of grief and bereavement. Put your trust in the Lord.